Yeah, John,
Go ahead.
oh,
Yeah.
I was intrigued by the fact that it seemed like you went through a phase early on where you were intentional about learning the craft.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like you said, you kind of went and checked out this group and checked out that group. Can you unpack that a little bit? I mean, you obviously had an inclination that you wanted to do it, but then how did you go about doing that, and kind of what was driving you to that?
Are you talking post-band, doing these events, or
No, going from band to doing events.
to doing events?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you know, I think that's, I'll call it a skill. That skill, if you will, I think is unique to me because, you know, one of my biggest loves on earth is music. And so I not only have the opportunity to see a bunch of other bands and artists in my days of touring, but now I'm still actively just listening and absorbing new music. And so, you know, I don't put anything out there that doesn't affect me first. And so it's got to go through the churn within me before I decide to bring any given artist to one of my events. You know, and I may love a band, but I also understand that nobody in this community knows who they are, right? I'm relying on the band to sell tickets. If nobody knows who the band are, I don't care how much I love them, they're not going to sell any tickets. That's not a model for success, you know. So, you know, again, living here, sort of the demographic and the culture sort of lends itself to sort of what you're experiencing now, like outdoor recreation, outdoor lifestyle, being in natural beauty. I try to find stuff that sort of is in line with that. And that's why, you know, I mean, bluegrass does really well here. I mean, there's people who like acoustic music and folk music and bluegrass music tend to gravitate to mountainous areas. I mean, the music was born out of here, so that's a natural. Singer-songwriter stuff works really well here, but you can't do that all the time. And so, you know, I try to, like White Squirrel is a prime example where I have a very eclectic mix of music. There's a little bit of bluegrass. There's definitely some folk and singer-songwriter stuff, but I also have got rock music here. I had an R&B band. I would call them an R&B/pop band on the Friday night too, because the nature of White Squirrel Festival is very different from Mountain Song. Mountain Song it's a bluegrass festival, and that's we set it up as that. White Squirrel Festival's purpose is to promote Brevard and downtown Brevard. So Brevard is just not bluegrass. Brevard is a lot of different things, and there's a lot of people visiting from other markets. I mean, Charleston, Charlotte, Atlanta, Greenville, South Carolina, Tennessee. I mean, people are coming from all over the place. So we try to give, you know, a very broad spectrum of music here. You know, I look for originality though in any genre, whether it's rock, bluegrass, whatever. Uniqueness in that, and also proficiency in their songwriting and their musicianship. You know, one of the biggest compliments that I get with White Squirrel is, yeah, I've never heard of these guys, but they're incredible. And I think I've developed a reputation for the event in that way, is that people don't necessarily know any of the bands that are coming, but they know it's going to be good once they get here. So, if I answered your question, or if you're
No, it's all good. It's all
okay.
fascinating. Yeah.
Yeah.